Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Smells like Park Joe Spirit. I'm not sure exactly who Park Joe is, but maybe we'll find out. I'll have to look it up. But I just thought that was a funny sign. I also just wanted to show this, which is part of the VOD as well, happening in between games while the 2v2 players are warming up. We got the weekly MVP awarded to Pusan for some reason, I guess. He won, I guess, the clutch game for MBC Game Hero in the previous week, so that might be why. When they were down 3-1, he started the comeback. So anyway, Pusan getting an extra $1,000 there for being the MVP as we get into the 2v2 match. I just wanted to show that, but we will skip forward here as well to get into the game. Oh, that's an interesting cheerful. Maybe it's all the players on the team or something like that. Oh, let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So we're gonna have, as I said, for Laycaf Oz, we're gonna have the duo of ShinHwa, who's going to be a Zerg, and Dongrae, who's a Terran. And they're going to be against another Terran-Zerg combo, 9-10. It's going to be the Terran for, let's see if... So we got MBC Game Hero as teal and purple, and brown and white for Laycaf. So, yeah, so we'll go through the names here. So, teal is going to be... I forgot what I just said. As MBC Game Hero. Yeah, and there's the Zerg. So 9-10 in the Zerg. There we go. And then that's going to be Dongrae. And then this is going to be ShinHwa, the white Zerg. There he is. All right, so we kind of got that a little bit organized there. It looks like it's left versus right on the map. So that makes it a little bit easier to think about as well. And are we gonna see a little proxy barracks? Second game in a row to see a proxy barracks, but this is a completely different situation. This is the map Vampire, by the by, which I'll show really quickly here. Oops, I got turn off blitz. There we go. Wait, hold on, what's going on? Oh, is he gonna 9 pool, or is he gonna just? Oh man, he's just blindly making this barracks. He doesn't even know who's there, but he knows one of the opponents has to be there because this is a 4-spawn map. And you've got a little bit of a choke point to hold your main, but the actual expansion is a little bit more open as well, very wide open actually. So let's see what happens here. And actually, is he going to try and go for like a 12 hatchery, maybe a 12 pool? If he goes for a hatchery first, he's going to be in a really bad situation. Of course, he might see it when he tries to make that hatchery and then be able to build a pool. A hatchery in base! Oh no, this is about the worst situation possible for ShinHwa? Is that who? Let me, hold on, here we go. ShinHwa, yes. He's not gonna have anything. The spawning pool is gonna become, you know, half complete when Marines start walking into his base. So this is gonna be a really bad situation. And that, look at that, it's not even a third complete. Marine and SCV coming in here trying to disrupt things. Now he does have a lot of drones. He could try and fight with the drones. He doesn't have many SCVs here to deal with this, so it's just pulling drones. And actually the Zerglings are going to be coming along as well. It's they're just going for a classic 2v2 strat of going for the 2v1. And look at these, he's hiding the Marine in the corner, the SCV doing a lot of work blocking there, more Marines coming out, and suddenly it goes from several drones against 1 or 2 Marines to 3 Marines against a couple drones. The drones are forced to retreat, and look at this. Dongrae is like, well, I gotta be okay. Actually, they weren't gonna 2v1 him. They was just gonna do a couple rushes. So the Zerglings actually head for Dongrae's base. And look at this. Oh, he's microing against the drones. He's building a bunker as well. He never killed the SCV. The SCV's actually like half hit points. But look at this. He just doesn't have any drones left from fighting so much with drones. So ShinHwa is basically done. He's basically eliminated. I didn't see what got canceled there. I mean, he's not eliminated, but like, he is out of this. He cannot mine. He's down to 3 drones, and he cannot mine half of his base. So even if he can hold off with this one sunken colony for a while, it's like a pretty desperate situation. Now here's the question: do they try and focus on ShinHwa to finish him off? He's trying to find a spot where he can get in there and have the sunken colony be able to outrange the bunker. I think I always forget the bunker ranges and everything like that. As far as if the sunken colony can outrange a bunker without Marine range, I think it can. off the top of my head, but so someone leave a comment and I'll try and pin the first comment that clarifies, so that if you just look down, you'll be able to see what's going on. But actually, we do have Dongrae. I'm sorry, ShinHwa somehow snuck out some Zerglings out on the map and actually got them all the way over into 910's base. And he's actually doing some damage here. He's doing a lot of distraction. He's killing off some SCVs, but now the Zerg's Zerglings are going to come back here and defend the enemy Zerglings. So that just shut down any threat that ShinHwa had on the map. ShinHwa is, like I said, basically taken out of this now. Let's see. Oh, look at oh, he tried to get more Zerglings out, and he actually parked the barracks. I didn't even realize that the choke point is exactly barracks width. So he's just got like 3 or 4 drones mining, and he's got those sunken colonies, and he's just trying to get Zerglings out on the map. Do a, you know, kind of like a low econ ZVZ type thing, where you just get Zerglings out and try and have somewhat of an effect on the map, which is frankly the good way to do it, because you know, trying to rebuild your base and retake everything is just not going to happen with that bunker there. So smart strategy here. A vulture now has come out for Dongrae, so we're seeing some cheeky strats here coming out and trying to fight their way, claw their way back into this game. And Dongrae did get some Zerglings out, but look at this, the Mulisks are out. Just when it looked like they might be able to take an advantage a little bit, the Zerg has been teching behind this, and as long as he doesn't lose too many SCVs to these, the Mulisks should be able to clean it up pretty well. They take out the vulture. The Zerglings are not long for this world either. And so, yeah, I mean, they keep making me feel like maybe there's a chance that they'll come back a little bit, maybe, I don't know. And then it just gets shut down by the next counterplay that 910 and the Zerg come up with. So now that with the Mulisks out, you know, I mean, what is ShinHwa? Has he been building a spore colony in the background also, just in case? Like, I think he's just been making Zerglings. I think he has like 5 drones and then he's just constantly producing Zerglings. I don't think he has anything to deal with Mulisks. I don't know. No, Dongrae at least has been pretty much... Yeah, look at this. I think he has 3 drones. 3 drones now that he's building another colony there. Dongrae has been pretty much untouched at least. Not untouched, but undamaged significantly. He's been able to hold off the Zerglings, what have you. He's been able to do a little bit of counter damage back with the vultures, but you know, so Dongrae is still like in pretty good shape. He's probably got better tech actually than 910 does. But it's just like I said, it's kind of like 1.5 versus 2 right now. Yeah, he finally gets a colony up to deal with the bunker, and the Mulisks fly in and kill the rest of his drones. So yeah, he's out of it. ShinHwa is basically useless now. It's now gone from 1.5 V2 to like 1.1 V2. And it's gonna be 1v2 pretty soon here. Let's see if Dongrae can maybe get some damage done with these vultures, picking off some marines. I mean, he is very marine heavy. And vultures are gonna do pretty well against them. Mulisks coming in though. Wait, whose units are those actually? It's hard to tell. It looks like actually those are Dongrae's. Okay, actually those are Dongrae's marines and tank actually. JK. So it was actually 910's vultures doing some damage there. And of course the Mulisks coming in as well from the Zerg. And the only Mulisks that we're going to see in this game are going to be from the Zerg. But they're nice shiny purple as well, easy to distinguish. But once again, a few Zerglings getting out onto the map and able to get in there and stop complete mining in 910's base. Now of course he is able to just go right back to mining, get the vulture out pretty quick. So, but decent amount of lost mining time, I guess. But not long-term problem is the thing. But you gotta hand it to ShinHwa. He's being really, really annoying for a player that's been all but eliminated. And you can see he's got 3 larvae chilling there, so that was done. He's done now. There's nothing else left for him. What if Dongrae could make a push here with Meta Marine tank and just kill the Zerg, because the Zerg has been focusing on other stuff? I don't know. It's not likely, but maybe that's his chance. We just go for an attack here. He's just kind of posturing around the middle of the map, though. Like, the longer he waits, the more behind he's going to get. 2 economies versus 1. So I'm not sure why he's not just going for an all-in suicide push of some kind. just to see if he can eliminate the Zerg and try and tie things up, because 9-10 has kind of been delayed significantly, right? So if he could go for a push and damage the Zerg significantly, you know, it's possible he could deal with things. But okay, he is going for that push. He's pushing out now, but he kind of spent a lot of time just kind of sieged up in the middle. A little bit of an attack in the back here, trying to hit the flank of this push. The Mutalisks have come back. They just left one Mutalisk in ShinHwa's base to make sure he didn't rebuild. The rest have come back to micro. He's doing some decent micro here, but the vultures are just picking off Marines left and right. Mutalisk's not picking any off. Volley didn't go off there, so he actually lost some damage there. But he's just making more Mutalisks here, and it's just going to be Muta Vulture, I guess, versus this army. I don't know, but let's see. This is Dongrae's one chance here. Wait, 9-10 has some tanks coming down into this mix, but they're vulnerable. They're not in a good spot. What are the Marines doing? No, Marines, you just missed a chance to kill both of the tanks for free. Instead, he was stimming down to get to Mutas, but now the tanks are there in position. They're sieged up, and the Mutas can now protect the tanks. That was his one chance, and he just didn't see it. He was so focused on the, you know, the attack at the front that he was like not paying attention to the backstab that he could have done there. He could have taken out 2 tanks for free, and yeah, there's just too few Marines now that some of them died to tanks. The Mutalisks are going to go in and mop up the rest of them. We're probably going to see Jijian in any moment. Well, I mean, I think I've said that before, but you know, like I said it also before, it is the playoffs, so you don't want to leave until absolutely the last moment. You know, you want to, if there's any possible chance of coming back, you want to do something about it. So Dongrae is gonna try to do something. There's ShinHwa just looking kind of was that ShinHwa or was that Dongrae? I actually don't know which one that was. I think it was ShinHwa, who was just kind of looking, moping at his base as it died. And Vulture's coming in here actually to do some significant damage to the SCV count here of 9-10. So 9-10 continues to take some hits, first by Zerglings, then by Zerglings, then by Zerglings, then by Vultures, then by Zerglings, now by Vultures again. But, you know, they haven't done very much damage, not irreparable each time, so... yeah, it just feels like a little bit of a matter of time now for Dongrae to slowly sizzle out. He had his chance to do damage to the Zerg, and he did basically nothing. Basically nothing. Yeah, ShinHwa's running around. I'm sorry, the Zerg's running around with his Mutalisks just to kind of make sure there's nothing going on. Oh, he didn't kill off all the buildings, so the Overlords still exist. He was able to kind of get in there and kill off that Overlord, which is scouting the main, I guess. But yeah, it's just it's 2v1 now, so it's just a matter of time before Dongrae gets the cut. Not sure what else to say about that. Wait, he still has he got 2 more Zerglings out. He was saving them. He was saving that, you know, I guess, you know, you want to save that 50 minerals, right? Do you want, because then theoretically, if Dongrae had pulled off some kind of a miracle, he'd had that 50 minerals in the bank. He'd hidden it under his mattress in an envelope, and he was going to be able to bust it out and buy one last drone with the last of his money and try and get back into the game, theoretically. So, but then once his hatchery died, he definitely didn't have enough for a hatchery. So he just was like, all right, well, I guess I can make a couple Zerglings at least. Might as well. And I think they're already dead. I didn't see what happened to them. I blinked and I think maybe they died to a mine or something like that. All right, here we go. Dongrae pushing out with another significant medic Marine force here, or at least a lot of Marines. I didn't actually see if there was too many medics, which is, you know, good against Vultures and Mutalisks, but not against tanks. And there's those 2 tanks in a nice, sweet spot there, right in their little pocket, little pocket of terrain to protect them. And you know, tanks just obliterate bio, so it's just going to be really hard for him to accomplish. But there's only the 2 tanks there, though. What has 9-10 been doing in the meantime, actually? The Zerg luckily has 1 billion Mutalisks, though, so anything that gets close to these tanks could get taken out. But no, he does actually stim in and take out the tanks. And wow, so the Zerg is going to have to defend here. And okay, there's the other tanks. He comes in with the Mutas, just right-clicks on top, and then goes for the A move. They take him out. The tanks are going to clean everything up. There's the GG and the high five between the teammates. Nicely done by TheZerg and 910. Very, very well done. And it all started with a proxy barracks versus a 12 hatchery. And especially, even if he gone for a 12 hatchery out of base, he might have seen the barracks in his natural and put down his spawning pool instead. But anyway, yeah, that one proxy barracks basically snowballed the whole game. The entire game snowballed off that one move, that just one little build order situation. And you know what? He didn't scout. He didn't scout it. He could have scouted it and been prepared for it, and he didn't. So he wasn't. So he died. So they lost. So MBC Game Hero is going to go up 2-0. 2-0 in the series now. And the MVP, Pusan, is going to be going up in the next game against Anytime. A nice Protoss versus Protoss to see if MBC Game can continue their lead as they led most of the series in the first round of playoffs, or, you know, maybe they'll fall behind like they did in their match against the Stars. Anyway, so a nice little PvP is going to be coming up next. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. 2v2 match. And even though it was a little bit of a, like, the second half of the game was just kind of like waiting for it to end. Hope you enjoyed it anyways. Thanks for watching. GG.